Good afternoon, and welcome to a Blind Prime update. Yep, we have reached 500 subscribers, so I figured it was about time I make a video and just give y'all a general channel update and what to expect for 2023. I know I'm excited about this year. Stupid cat hairs. I know I'm excited about this year, but what is about this year that is so exciting? Well, later on this year we're going to be getting the GI Joe Classified HasLab, his tank. So that will be reviewed on this channel when it arrives, probably in the fall of 2023. Then in the winter of 2023 or the winter of 2024, we're going to be seeing the Death Source project arrive here on the channel, and that's a really big thing. Also, I'm going to try my best to get a hold of Nemesis, the Titan scale that's rumored. Uh, I I'm really excited about that because I have the Arc. So, and that reminds me, I have the Arc, and I've never talked about the Arc or Mainframe, the deluxe figure that comes with the Arc, and that's a failing on my end. So we really need to talk about that here on the channel. I guess we'll slip that in after the Starscream from Armada. I'm not going to be able to get as many figures this year as I was able to last year. The prices of groceries and costs of bills have just gone up too high. So it's going to be a skimpy year on a product or things to review. But you know what? I'll do my best to make do. I've got some items I want to sell. Like I have an old metal Turn a Gundam model kit that I never really put together. I got, but it just kind of went on a shelf. And I'm thinking about selling that for like $150. I found out it's worth a decent amount. And so I'm going to try and sell that. I'm going to try and sell a few more items I have around the house to make enough money in order to get some things to review on this channel. There's some really cool stuff coming up that I definitely want to review. The Armada Optimus Prime. Yeah, I'm really excited about all of the Armada stuff. You will be seeing the Armada stuff. I will make sure I have enough to purchase all of the Armada Transformers. It's Transformers Armada and Transformers Robots in Disguise, the 2000 version, Y2K version, are the two Transformers toy lines that I've always wanted them to revisit. And I'm just incredibly excited that we get to experience Armada. Wow. I just dislike the fact that we're not experiencing Armada with the cool gimmick. I think they could totally figured out a way to put that gimmick in. That would have been awesome if they'd figured that out. But getting the Armada toys nonetheless is really cool, and I am very excited that that will be happening this year. Armada was a really fun series, and it's only my regret that I was just I was going to high school whenever it was coming out, and then I moved to went to college and totally lost track of the series, and never picked it back up. So I never actually watched the end of it, and that's a shame. And then I never revisited it. I was always so busy with school and life, and then whenever I found the time to do revisit it, I had gone blind, and there's no audio description for Transformers Armada out there, so it's just kind of a well, that sucks moment. And there's no audio description for any of the Transformer stuff except the just that horrid War for Cybertron series on Netflix, which I appreciate Netflix for making that audio description. I really do. I just wish that there was more Transformer stuff out there that was audio description. And me and some friends are talking about maybe getting together and actually sitting on the couch and having them audio describe to me what's going on the screen for different Transformers media, and just publishing the audio descriptions here so that you as a viewer can sync up my channel with the episodes, and then you can watch the show with audio description. It's something I've wanted to do for years, and I've just never gotten my friends around to actually wanting to do it with me. They've been too scared about copyright stuff, and I say screw that nonsense. If no one's going to audio describe it, then I'm going to audio describe it because I'm tired of missing out. It sucks, all right? I was a big anime fan. There's no anime that's audio described for me in English. I'm gonna have to learn Japanese in order to enjoy anime again, just because there's so much anime with Japanese audio description. Like Japan cares about its blind, and they make a lot of audio description. and Europe cares about its blind, and it makes a lot of audio description. But America just doesn't seem to give a damn about its blind, and it doesn't make any audio description, and that really sucks. Like the amount of audio description made in America is far less than audio description made anywhere else in the world. It's a shame. And also, Hulu still doesn't work on my PlayStation. And I'm about to contact the American Council of the Blind and talk about opening up a suit with them if that doesn't get fixed soon. Because I would love to access Hulu so I could watch, some TV shows that I used to enjoy, like Family Guy or Rick and Morty or something like that. But no, I can't access it because it's not accessible for me on the PlayStation, and that's a shame. And Disney is doing the same thing. Disney is not accessible on the PlayStation for the blind. Check it out. Turn on your accessibility settings on your PlayStation, and then go to Disney Plus and open it up. You'll notice the accessibility settings turn off, and that's the same for Hulu as well, and that's the same for HBO as well. The only one that doesn't turn it off is Netflix. Netflix is a friend to the blind. Never forget that, okay? Whatever Netflix does, at the end of the day, they're a friend to the blind. They have been a friend to the blind. They were the first ones to really do audio description online, and they definitely have they've blazed a trail of audio description across the online streaming websites. It's because of them and the American Council of the Blind that we have audio description. That Daredevil show really opened everything up. It was the Daredevil show that did it, at least as I know from the rumors. But that's enough about audio description and blind people problems with it. The thing I wanted to also get to is that there will be a Studio Series 86 Commander Class Ultra Magnus, which obviously will be a retool, repaint of the Armada Optimus Prime, but I think they're going to do a good job with it. I hope they do a good job with it. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you understand that I despise the Siege Ultra Magnus. I just do not like the Siege Ultra Magnus anyway whatsoever. Many people could call it a great figure. I call it a crappy figure. I call it a cop-out figure. The trailer's really cool if you can fold all the panels and put everything back correctly. It's a nice little trailer. It's a cool idea of building the armor like that. That was neat. But it wasn't right. It wasn't Ultra Magnus, at least for me. And also those hips, they never fixed that. They released so many copies of that Ultra Magnus, and they never fixed the weird floppy hips that go out. And I'm hoping that gets fixed, and I'm hoping that we get an Ultra Magnus that deserves the title of Ultra Magnus later this year. And of course, I'm going to be trying my best to collect all the Studio Series 86 stuff. And so that's kind of what's going on the channel this next year. Where G.I. Joe is concerned, figures that I'm looking forward to trying to get and talk about on the show is before the credit card got maxed out, there is an Outback coming. He's coming in March or something like that. I have a Multiple Man on the way because we're going to talk about Multiple Man, and those two things are down the pipeline. Also, down the pipeline is Dead End. Or no, is it the other guy? Oh, Breakdown. Breakdown is in the pipeline. We've got Breakdown coming in the next few months, maybe even the next few weeks, because of how Amazon rolls with Hasbro rolls with this stuff. You never know when it's going to arrive. That's why I advise anybody who's pre-ordering on Amazon and you're on a fixed income or something like that, pay up front. And what you do is you go to the Amazon thing, you purchase yourself a gift card for the amount that the item is worth. Like, you check how much it's worth on the checkout. Say you hit purchase, you check all the taxes and stuff, then you back up and you go to gift cards and you get yourself a gift card for that amount. Then you use that gift card amount on the purchase. Now what that will do is all your gift card amount will go into that purchase, and whenever you get that purchase in the mail, it will not come out in your debit card or anything like that. It will just arrive on your doorstep. And that will stop surprises from happening if you're a person who lives on a fixed income and you're shopping on Amazon and you're doing pre-order stuff to make sure you get it, because it's difficult to go out to the store. At least for me, for sure, it's difficult for me to go out toy hunting. I'm blind. I have no vehicle access, and it's difficult for others as well. But that's a way you can do it. I do it that way all the time, and the nice thing is sometimes you get a percentage back because you've purchased Amazon gift credit. So you end up getting a little more money by doing it this way, and you're buying the item for the same amount of money, but you're getting paid to do it. It's a teensy bit of payment, but it's like 2% back or something. Um, that's Sometimes they have deals like that. I know that one time I saw a 5% deal in, you just buy $100 credit, gift card with that, you got $105. Woo woo. That's $5 extra you didn't have before, and then you spend that on Christmas gifts or something you were going to buy anyway, and you've got $5 extra to use. It's pretty cool. I like it. It's good money management on a fixed income. You gotta find these little tips and tricks and hacks. Anyway, I've been talking at you for a while. The to get back to what we were talking about earlier, the the lineup for this year will be two HasLabs. There will be two Commander classes, the Titan class, the everything Armada that I can possibly get my hands on. We will, I'll try my best to get a hold of Crimson Guards and General Hawk and definitely Cover Girl and Zartana for GI Joe Classified. Those are things I want to try and get a hold of this year. And I also would like, I heard that there's a possible army builder called Mole Rats, and I am going to try and get that for the channel if that even exists. If it's GI Joe based, that's cool. I really hope it doesn't turn out to be such a this. I did not like the Viper Officer figures. Those are probably the ones in my GI Joe collection that I'm going to sell off first if I have to sell anything, because those are just I did not enjoy those at all. I would rather have three bats, and instead of what those were, they just weren't cool. They just weren't fun for me. And that's just my prerogative. As a blind person, they weren't that interesting. They were far less interesting than any others. And it's my hope that the next army builders they come out with have some cool things like removable helmets. I really love removable helmets. I don't know why, I just do. It's something I enjoy. Uh, but so that's what's going on this year. It's going to be a fun, exciting year, and the goal for this year is to reach 1,000. The channel's birthday is like January 23rd, coming up soon. That's really fun. But the goal for this year, I hope to be at 1,000 subscribers this time next year. I really do. It'd be really, really awesome if we were at 2,000 subscribers this time next year, and then I can start getting into some really cool stuff with that. But I hope it's 1,000. That's the goal for now. Okay, the original goal was to get to 100, and the goal after that was to get to 250, and the goal after that was to get to 500. Now the goal is to get to 1,000, and after 1,000, of course, will be 2,000, and what is it, 2,500? Anyway, the goals move as I achieve them. I find it's best to have small goals that you can achieve, and then you have a larger goal. Because I would love for this channel to get up to 10,000 subscribers one day, but that's the large goal. That's off in the distance. If I stare at that too long, I'll get depressed and I won't want to work. So I'll stare at the small goals, like 1,000. I can get to 1,000. I got to 500, so we can get to 1,000. It's just getting to 500 again. Can we do it in a year? It took me 2 years to get to 500. Here's hoping we can do it in a year. 500 subscribers in a year? Let's do it. Thank you for watching, and thank you for subscribing, and thank you for being here with me today. I really appreciate all of you who watch this, and I really hope that my channel helps you in any way whatsoever. Whether it be just you're having a bad day and you want to watch something fun, I can help you out with that. Or you're a blind person and you're wondering, like, can I do anything? I can help you out with that too. If you are a visually impaired person and you're newly visually impaired, leave a comment in comment below and ask me things. I'll answer your questions for visual impairments. I've been through a lot in my life, and it's been a lot of ups and downs. Life is a roller coaster, but the nice thing about a roller coaster is they're fun. You just have to remember that. If you pay attention to how scary a roller coaster is, you're not going to have a good time on the roller coaster. So you got to pay attention to the fun parts, the parts where you can pretend to fly. Those are always great. Thank you for watching, and please tune into my channel next time. We will be going over something. What am I going over next time? Well, I know Armada Starscream will exist next week. Oh, Havoc! we still have to cover Havoc. So we'll cover Havoc in Armada Starscream next week. Thank you for watching, and please tune in next time. Bye bye for now.